In this video, we're going to continue reviewing Unit 4. In this lesson, we're going to talk about comparison word problems. So here's some hints to look for when you're doing comparison word problems. First of all, always, whenever you do word problems, write all your known information down. This really helps organize the problem. 2, identify which item is the larger amount. Whichever one's your larger amount is going to be your total. The smaller item is going to be a part. Then look for any identifying words that will help you know the math. Some words could be like total, in all, more, fewer. Those are adding and subtracting type words. Each, group, evenly. Those are some multiplication and division words to look for. So let's practice these steps. A cafe sold 40 scones. So 40 is one of our known information. So step 1 was to write our known information down. The cafe sold 24 more scones than muffins. How many muffins? So the word how many is our number answer. Muffins is the label, so our variable is going to be M for muffins. So we have all of our known information down. Now we have to reread the problem and really try to dissect it and think about which has more, muffins or scones. So a cafe sold 40 scones. The cafe sold 24 more scones. Right here, 24 more scones than muffins. So scones is our larger amount. This drawing right here represents comparison bars. Comparison bars are a lot like math mountains. Your total or your bigger amount, like scones, goes here. Now we know how much scones there are. There's 40 of them. Our smaller amount is muffins. We actually don't know the amount of muffins, so we're going to leave that as our variable M. And our change amount is where the difference between our big and our small. And that is 24. Now we look for some keywords. In this one, the keyword is more. More is a difference word. Difference words mean we're subtracting. Because 40 was our total, our larger amount, we know that these other two are parts. So we can write an equation. Our equation for this is going to be 40 minus, because that was our difference word, our change amount, 24, and it equals our variable. In this case, our variable is M for muffins. So this is our equation right here. Every single word problem should have an equation, and equations in 4th grade always have a variable. And then we solve for the variable. M equals 16 muffins. Let's take a look at another example. Okay, our first step is going to be to write our known information down. Even before reading, I can go and find some known numbers. I have 18. I have 6. And I look for the words how many, and the word right after it says cups. So C is going to be my variable. Now, as I read, I'm going to try to figure out if any of these are my total amount or my larger amount. The cafe sold 18 cups of tea. They sold 6 times as many cups of coffee. So we have tea and we have coffee. Now, that last sentence talked about which one is more. They sold 6 times as many cups of coffee. So, coffee is our bigger amount. And that is the one we don't know. So, that's our total. We do know 18 then is a part and 6 is a part. So, now we look for some key words. Our key word here says they sold 6 times. So we have the word times. Now, a lot of people, when they hear the word times, think right away they're going to be multiplying. But it also could mean that you're dividing. It all depends on what known information you have. So if we were to draw our comparison bars, our bigger item is coffee. And we don't know that. That represents C. Our smaller amount is T because it's only a part and it's 18. And we have a change of 6. Well, because we have our two knowns are parts, we will be multiplying because you multiply part times part. So our equation is going to say 18 times 6 equals C. Now, in 4th grade, remember, we're trying to eliminate an X now. So it really should look more like this, understanding that the dot means multiplication. Now we can multiply those, and 18 times 6 will give us our answer of how many cups of coffee they sold, which is 108 cups when we do the math. And that would be your answer. So on a line, if this was a problem, you would need to have all this information written down. 18 times 6 equals C. That's your equation. And then C equals 108 cups because now you solved for it. Making sure you do show your work. Let's try one last example. First, we start with our knowns. We have 7,628, and we have 2,085, and we have how many points? So P for points. Now we're going to read and try to determine which is bigger. Kevin and Megan are playing a video game. Kevin scored 7,628 points. Megan scored 2,085 fewer points than Kevin. So right there, Megan scored fewer than Kevin. So if we are making our comparison bars, we know that Kevin is on top and Megan has a smaller amount. And then we have our change. Well, we know how many points Kevin has. So Kevin is going to become our total, 7,628. And we know the change amount, 2,085. But we're missing Megan's points. So now we look for keywords. And the key word is fewer. The word fewer is a difference word. And remember, difference means subtraction. Because we have a total and we have a part, and we're missing a part, we do know we're going to subtract. So our equation's going to say 7,628 minus 2,085 equals P for our amount of points. We will then line up our numbers and show our subtraction. But the rest of our answer would then give our answer of P equals 5,543 points. So again, your answer is this entire part, the equation and how much it equals. Keep practicing these problems. If you need help, please reach out and don't be afraid to rewatch the video.